Tennessee family, what's up, man? Today it is a straight up Tennessee Titans crossover. Got my guy EJ Medina with me. We're gonna dive into the Tennessee Titans, and you can see my energy just went low because that's what they're giving me right now. They are giving me low energy vibes, not making me excited to see what happens when Green Bay rolls into town this week. But we wanted to hit you with a straight up Tennessee Titans show today on a Wednesday. And let's see what we can cook up today. Got EJ with me, like I said. How good is this team actually going to be? How good can they be? I think the sky's the limit, but I think there's a lot of things that have to change. And the first thing is right there at the quarterback position, which we're handicapped right now, but we gonna see what today holds. Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee on a Wednesday. Straight Up Tennessee Titans crossover. It's your boy Ruck in the building. Let's dive on in, man. You already know what it is. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby.
First play, second quarter, touchdown Tennessee. That throw's intercepted. Pierce down the sideline. Touchdown.
Titans fans, what's up? It's your boy Ruck in the building, joined by my guy EJ Medina.
What's good?
It is going to be a fun Wednesday. Y'all know what to do, man. It's the top of the show. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification right now so you never miss a show. Y'all, I know it's OU week. EJ is an Auburn Tiger fan, sadly, but we're taking a quick break from college football on a Wednesday to give you a midweek chat that is focused on our sorry Tennessee Titans. But it's OU week. We'll be back live on Friday with a crazy show that we got cooked up. You already know, pump the gas, hit the brakes, Vol shots, keys to victory, offensive playmakers of the game, college football pick'ems. It is a loaded day on Friday leading into OU week. A lot of things to catch up on as well as far as Brent Venables' press conference on a Tuesday. There's a lot of things that we want to catch up on. But we wanted to give you a quick blurb, man, on a Wednesday about these Titans. And so obviously the Titans are 0-2 right now. The season and these next really 5 games don't look promising either. EJ, what's your I guess really starting off today, like, what's your first kind of like impressions of what Brian Callahan is putting on the field? And I think for me, man, I'm excited about the future of this defense, but I think our offense is a couple players away. What do you think?
Man, honestly, I think my reaction is, I mean, if you guys remember, was it before second game of preseason, we talked about what our predictions were, and I'm not off. I predicted that we weren't going to have that many wins, and that first 8-game stretch was going to be a gauntlet. Now, I don't think that it was going to be this. I thought we were going to see some more steps forward and some miscues at the end of a ball game that was going to cost us. But, before we even get to the end of the ball game, it's kind of, it's been abysmal. And so my thoughts are the defense looks great. As we continue on, what's the longevity of the defense for sure on my end? This seems like they are on the field quite often and keeping us in games, if you will. And our offense is 3 and out pretty quick. And so that's the part for me that I think that is a struggle as a fan, obviously. Yeah, I mean, it's been tough. Our defense is great. Our defense has been playing great. Like I said in the 2-minute drill on Saturday, our defense is a top 5 defense, and our offense is not giving our defense any rest by any means. And so they can only play at a high level for so long, and they're just going to get gassed at the end. And that's where we feel like that's where I see and notice that how we lose a game is because they've got nothing left in the fourth. Because they've been on the field nearly dang half the game. And so yeah, I mean that's kind of
Yeah.
where I'm at with what we're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed with Callahan. I think that his quite frankly, his rawness on how bad Will Levis is playing, people don't like, but I love it.
Yeah, man, it's actually kind of comical to me, man. Like, it's funny that you bring that up. I was just listening to 104.5 The Zone on the way home, and some lady was going after it about how the media is just like so like ripping apart, Coach C, about how he is addressing and handling the Will Levis situation. And I was like, listen, hey, bro, at the end of the day, this is a sport. This isn't forever, but it's a job. So like if you have poor performance and you're in the limelight, he's saying the things that we've all been thinking.
Exactly. He's just actually putting them to words. He's saying it out loud and not being a coward. And people are like, he's not protecting his players. And I'm like, at some point, it's not about protecting a player. It's about being authentic in what product you're trying to produce on the field.
Right.
And that's what he's doing. He's telling him exactly what not to do. And he says, I tell him what not to do. And he goes out and makes the same exact
It's
mistake.
so funny. I
Like,
got 2 kids, you got some kids, some of the other, our other co-hosts on our other show platforms have got kids. It's so comical. I think it was for me the quote after the Bears loss is, I've got kids and I tell them not to do what it is they're not supposed to do, and then they go out and do it in relation to what Will Levis has been doing and what he did after game 1 against the Bears. And I laughed on the way home on that long and treacherous drive back from Chicago, defeated 24-7. Was it 24-17? And
yeah.
it was, yeah, I chuckled because I'm like, man, I'm a parent. I got 2 kids. And man, I get what you're saying. I can only imagine how frustrating it is when we're just so close to winning these ball games and it's just mental mistake after mental mistake.
2
And
straight weeks, man. 2 straight weeks, the same
yeah,
thing has happened, and
I,
it has aided in the loss. Like, we're in
right.
the game. We're in the game to win the game, and then we do something stupid. And I say we, it's just Will Levis. It's Will
Yeah.
Levis does something stupid, and it cost us the game. And, you know, Will Levis has a track record of doing this, man. He would be in games at Kentucky and
Yeah.
something would happen, a big play would happen or something, and it would completely begin the debacle for their team. And it's happening in the NFL right now. And
Yeah.
I just genuinely think with the weapons, bro, Tyler Boyd, D Hop, we're not even getting to see them shine because
Yeah.
we're hand holding, man. We're hand holding.
I think I was talking to a coworker of mine and he's a big Titans fan, listens to the pod. And so, we were talking about our takeaways thus far, and his 3 takeaways was, Will Levis looks abysmal. The coaching, the play calling is not the greatest, but I acknowledge that he is limited by what we can do with Will, and we don't have the faith into him. The
Yeah.
offensive line is not been fixed, and the defense looks great, but they're gassed by the last 5 minutes of the game. And I'm like, you're not wrong. Like everything that he said, he's not wrong, and I think it's a struggle for anybody that is a fan to watch offensive minded coach like Coach C Callahan, and just know that the plays that we're calling are from my perspective basic and remedial because we can't do much. We're limited. We're very much limited, and I'm as to his point, and I'll steal it and package it as mine. We've got a great offensive team put together, and we're just throwing it away because we can't do much right now.
Yep. I mean, Spears and Pollard are amazing together. It's
Hmm.
just you see one of them get a drive, the next one gets the next drive, and it's just it's magical watching them run the football, catch the football out in the
Yeah.
flat, get. I mean, like, if we can get some passing offense and just mistake-free football out of Levis,
Yeah.
calm down. And I mean, I don't think that for us to be successful, I don't think that Will Levis has to throw the ball 30 times a game. I don't
No.
think that. I
I
think
mean, Malik
honestly
Willis
closer
was
to,
won the game last week at Green Bay, and he only threw it 16 times, 17 times.
and I'm
Went
I'm in that
four
I'm in
for
that number.
17 for 100 for
I'm
100
in
and something yards and one touchdown.
I'm in that number with Levis, like 17 to 23 passes a
Mhm.
game. He has to make the most of them.
It's got to be a balanced offense, and that was the hope when our GM and our coach put this team together with Tajay Spears and Tony Pollard, is that you had to respect the run or the passing run game when either one of them got on the field. And that was what the downfall for us last year was when Derrick Henry came in. We all knew, hey, put 7 in the box. 0-2-2 is going to run it up the middle. Tony Pollard comes in the game. All right, now we got to respect the fact that he can run and the fact that he can catch out of the backfield. So I
Yep.
love the fact that we have both of them, but it's tough, man. It really is tough, and I want a balanced offense, but right now, I mean, I'm okay with only passing the ball 10 times a game. You know what I mean? I mean, it's going back to what we used to do, the ground and pound game, and trickery and the reverses and the jet sweeps, and that's cool and all, but
Yeah.
we paid a top five, we paid a wide receiver in Calvin Ridley, top 10 wide receiver money. He should not, his first touchdown with the Titans should not be on a jet sweep. It should have been on a 50-yard bomb, like it's wild, dude.
But the fact
It's
that it is
wild.
on a jet sweep does let you know, like, he can get his any way he needs to get it.
Hey, bro, I'll tell you what. I was telling this to my boss because she's a Titans fan as well. Calvin Ridley's looking like he's earned every penny of that 90 million plus over 4 years. I mean, he looks like he hadn't missed a beat.
Absolutely.
Missed a beat.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's just wild too, because I mean, like, he's 29, bro. Like, he's pushing 30 and
He's playing
still
like he's
just
27.
it's beautiful. But let's look ahead, to
Yeah.
this Sunday, 9/22. The Titans go right back down to Nissan Stadium and have the Green Bay Packers. And it's not Jordan
Comical.
Love
It's
and the
comical,
Green Bay
bro.
Packers.
You can't make this stuff up.
This is Malik Willis and the Green Bay Packers coming into Nashville. The spread right now is 3 Titans. The Titans, the spread is 3. The over-under is 36.5. The ESPN FPI predictor matchup currently has Green Bay at 51% and the Titans at 49.
Sure.
I mean, this is the stuff that you can't make up.
No.
The fact that you thought you were getting Jordan Love in the Packers, well, he's hurt. The Packers signed Malik Willis, who the Titans cut, and he's on mission to come to Tennessee and absolutely obliterate us.
His mission in this coming Sunday is to have him a game.
He wants to show the Titans not only what we potentially could be missing, but he wants to continue to prove that he belongs in the NFL. And
yeah,
I mean, they won last week. He got more wins as a starter this year than Will Levis does. So it's an interesting matchup because I think it's a really good matchup. I think defensively versus their offense, I'm not necessarily worried about anything. Ernest Jones, Kenneth Murray, Big Jeff, the DBs, I feel like all of them are in favorable matchups all night. But what intrigues me is our offense versus their front seven. I mean, Rashawn Gary and a lot of those pieces that they have are pretty nasty. And it doesn't take a lot for our quarterback to get flustered. What is it that you're looking forward to potentially in this matchup on Sunday? First of all, 2 questions. What are you looking forward to in the matchup? And then number two, can the Titans actually win this game?
Well, I mean, I think on any given Sunday, any team can beat a team. Talk about San Francisco going down this past weekend.
The
Talking about
Vikings look
it,
great though. That's
and
not
it.
that's I mean, guys,
But I
Sam
mean, but
Darnold,
but
he is
still,
reviving his career.
sure, okay. Well, then don't talk about that game. Then let's talk about how Atlanta beat Philly. I mean, like, can we
Man, now that, yes.
like, I mean, like,
Mistake-filled football.
like it's just, I I mean, the Giants were on the footsteps of beating, Washington. I mean, like, on any given Sunday, dude, like, you obviously can win a ball game, but, like, you're asking me, as a as a fan, yeah, we can win this game. As a podcast analyst, if you will, do we have a shot at winning this game? Not if Will Levis continues to make the mistakes that he's making.
Yep.
And I think that is my biggest struggle. Our defense is great. And I think for where we are at, I think, they've got a great running back. And I think a lot of people think they're going to just run the ball and see if we can, you know, they can see that they can muscle their way down the field. And I don't think that's what this game's going to be. I think Matt LaFleur is going to let Malik Willis show out. I think they're going to give him a little bit of a leash, but it's not going to be a tight leash. I think that they're going to let him cook and do what he does.
Yep.
Like, don't get him mistaken, he was going to be our future. Like, we picked him as our future. He didn't work out, but he's no scrub. He was balling out, under Hugh Freeze. He was doing the thing, and he wasn't just a Liberty university pickup. I mean, he went to Auburn and he just didn't find his footing there, and then he went to Liberty and played balls out. I mean, like, this man can flat out play. It just
Yep.
didn't work here. I mean, obviously you look at Sam Darnold, he just didn't work in New
New
York.
York. Yeah.
Was a backup in the San Francisco, and when his number got called, obviously look at him. It don't look like the Vikings have missed a beat since Kirk Cousins left, and so, I think that yes, they can win, but the question is, what are we gonna do to not shoot ourselves in the foot? And I hate that we have to have that conversation as a
That's the
team.
conversation all the time.
Not do we have the skill set or do we have the players? Can we play mistake-free football and, not shoot ourselves in the foot? That's crazy to me.
It's sad
A
that that's
couple
the
years
question.
ago, we were asking, do we have the talent to win? Now it's, can we not make mistakes? That's crazy, and that's
What a
awesome.
turn of events. What a turn of
Kudos
events, bro.
to the organization to get into this space of making the right moves. But yes, I would love to say that this will be a, you know, 28-24 win. I would love to say that this would be a 29-20. Like, I would love to say that we win by a good margin, but like, I just I don't have the faith in this, in this organization right now. I don't have faith in Will. I just don't.
It is what
I
it
just
is.
don't.
It is what it is, man. And I mean, we are on pace for what your early season prediction was, maybe 4 or 5 wins.
Yeah.
Based off of what's going to happen here in the next 4 games specifically, but then even later in the year. This is bearing any injuries, right? If some of our guys go down, I mean, we could.
Over these next 2 weeks, we've got Green Bay and then we got Miami. Miami's a toolless quarterback, but don't sleep on Skylar Thompson. He's a baller. He could play. He definitely can play. They're going to be their QB1. I mean, the reality is, if we're going to try to gain some grounds on these are the 2 games when you've got backups that are playing as QB1s. That's when our defense is going to need to make turnovers. Our defense has yet to make a turnover in any of these first 2 games, and this is where we can expose the inexperience in these backups with this veteran, newly assembled defense. And so, in my early prediction of 4 to 6 wins, these are those 2 games that we can try to win with inexperience at QB1. And so. Yeah. So, the rest of it on paper now,
Yeah.
It's gonna be it's tough. It's gonna be really tough. Which leads me to my question to you, Ruck, is how long do you let Will stay at QB1?
I
If
think
we're
he's got
talking
to
of
that.
if we're talking about this and the inexperience and the mistakes with that he's making, how long do you let it ride before you bench him for Mason
Yeah,
Rudolph?
he don't have much longer, in my opinion. I think, if you look at the Titans schedule, you've got the Packers, and then you got a Monday night game against the Dolphins, and then you got a bye week.
Hmm.
It's these next 2 games, bro. Like, it's gonna tell you everything you need to know about who the guy's gonna be, right? Um, I think if we lose both of these games, we gotta be looking at some type of something, like, before going to play the Colts right back in Nashville, right? Um, that's how long I'm giving him. I mean, it's a short leash, to be honest. Callahan's gotta win football games, bro. New coach, you can't start out 4-0, and if you do,
But can you
you gotta
blame
make a
him?
switch.
But do you? I mean, if he goes winless this season, do are we really saying that it's his fault?
Bro, with this type of talent, if you can't win a game, that's sad. That's
I
bad.
mean, not the fact that I'm not asking if is it sad or bad. Yeah, of course it is. But is this Coach C's fault?
I mean, that's a hard question to answer.
I mean,
Technically, yes, it is his
I
fault.
don't think we're
If
prepared.
Will Levis is your starting quarterback at the end of the year, yes, it's your fault.
Right, but, like, let's say that I mean, I agree. I disagree, uh, that you pull him if we lose these next 2 games, that you pull him at the bye.
I think
I
you
think
pull.
I think that you give him run down. What's the next game after the bye? The
You
Colts,
got
right?
Green Bay. You play the Colts.
Mhm.
And then right after the Colts, you got Bills, Lions, Patriots.
I think you pull him at the Patriots if he can't get a single win between now and then.
That's November
Between
3rd.
I think you pull him then, because at that point you've seen him through multiple games of not being able to efficiently play. Like, look. I mean, here the thing about it is that Bryce Young just got pulled. This is his first year as a starter. Now I told you
Second.
this.
Oh, you talking
Uh,
about Will Levis.
Will Levis. This is his
Yeah.
first year as the official starter. I don't. But I told you this at draft day, pre-draft party, that this is Will's make it or break it year because unfortunately, this is the new GM regime and a new coaching regime. And this was not his guy. Like, he didn't choose Will. Will was here. And if it fit, great. But if it didn't, then they're moving on. But like the question is that you've got to know, and I don't think 5 games is going to give you the whereabouts or the know-how if he's your guy or not. Obviously, you get there's such a thing. We've both played football. There's such a thing as mid-season form. Like, I feel like you got to get him to at least mid-season form to say, yeah, he's not it. And I think by beginning of November, yeah, this ain't it. If we go
Yeah.
winless until then,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, bro, let's wrap up, bro. Let's give a final score prediction for Sunday and Monday the 30th. So, Titans Packers, what you got?
oh man. So I should have been more prepared for this question. I
I can go.
think. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Um, I think the Titans win 13-10. I think it's ugly. I think it's really
You
ugly.
think it's ugly? Okay.
I think it's just an ugly kind of defensive battle. The defenses are great. Offenses aren't that great. I think the Titans can win 13-10, but that's what the score I'm going with, but I'm feeling more of a 17-13 game where the Packers win on a late drive.
Okay. S- So I have. mm, I've got 26-20 Packers.
Mm.
I think I think you're gonna see 2 rushing touchdowns from the Packers and 1 through the air.
The rest
And
on the
then
rest field
and there's
goals.
a few field goals. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
and I think that's where we're at.
What do you think about that Miami game on a Monday? I don't really know what they look like without Tua. Obviously, I know Skylar Thompson can play football, man. He can play. And you still got Tyreek Hill. You still got
Mhm.
Jalen Waddle. You still got Devon Anche.
Yeah.
You still got Jalen Wright,
Yeah, I mean, you still got
Raheem
a squad.
Mostert.
You got a
I
squad.
mean, I got Miami 38-10.
Wow. I got 26-17 Miami.
Yeah,
26-17 Miami.
man. Sheesh,
That's
y'all
crazy.
already know. I know, I
That's
know.
crazy.
I'm just, bro. They have too many weapons, bro. Hey, they
Mhm.
can kill you on the
I mean,
ground.
yeah,
They can,
they could run 30 for sure. I don't know if I could say that, but I do got 26-17. Yeah.
Mm. Well, y'all, it's been Titans Wednesday, man. Wanted to drop this down here on a Wednesday for y'all. Man, it's going to be a great rest of the week here at Straight Up Tennessee, man. Again, like I told y'all, we're shooting on Thursday night, tomorrow night for Friday show. Me, Turn, C2. It's going to be a crazy night. It's going to be a long show, probably, as Tennessee gets ready for Oklahoma. Titans, massive game this Sunday. What are they going
Massive.
to do? We will find out. But
Stay
y'all know what to
tuned
do,
for
man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you never miss a video. For my guy EJ, it's your boy Ruck in the building, Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll be back on Friday for the One More Day episode, Tennessee and Oklahoma. We'll see you on Friday.